So people ask me all the time about how to apply theory to your playing and how does it help you and things. So here's just a really practical example of that. So there's a piece in one of the Rockschool books, I think it's grade 5, that someone came to me the other day for a lesson and they were asking about this line. It's this kind of, does this little... does that little thing like that, and it was in G minor, 2 flats in the key signature, so it's G minor, and in their head they were thinking G minor is this, just G minor pentatonic. It's a really common thing. So G minor, really, when I think of G minor, I think, well, it's B flat major. So I think of this, and I turn it on its head to G minor. Right, so here's the G minor scale, or Aeolian mode. Okay. I think I played Dora for a second there. And so if you look at this here, so that's my note, which is a bit strange. And so the only note in there which doesn't fit is that. Okay, that's the only note in there which doesn't really fit. And that's a G flat. So that should really be an F natural to fit into the key signature, but it doesn't. But it's our one exception. So the guy the other day understood the concept that all this was kind of fitting into this box, with the exception of that note, but it's just a note out of the box there. So it's a major 7th, so it's G minor and major 7. But what he couldn't get his head around was going down here to this E flat, and then up here to this note here, which is an A, and then out here is another E flat, and then this is just at this point a D chord. Well, if we look at this, then here I've got the notes G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat, F and G, and I've repeated in the second octave there. Here in the B flat major scale, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat. They're the same notes. So this note here is E flat, which appears here and appears here. Yeah, so I've got. So when I do this, at this point, with the exception of that note, I'm in purely G natural minor, G Aeolian mode. That's what, I'm still in the same key. I've just come out of that box, and what I've done is I've basically cycled around all the different modes from B flat. Yeah, so I'm keeping coming up and up and up, and I'm up here at the minute. This is I'm in D Phrygian right now, which is straight from that B flat major scale, and I've come up and I'm past that and I'm into E flat Lydian, and that's where that is coming from. I'm just there. I'm in this box here for E flat Lydian, and that's why I'm there. It's just like coming around. If you think about like looking at an atlas, when you've got a double page book and you open it out and there's a map of the world and it's like a figure of 8, and you have to loop that around in your mind. You have to join the pages together. It's the same thing here. I'm looping around the neck. So when I get to there, that's no different from being there. It's this, this E flat Lydian mode, which is the same as B flat major, which is the same as G natural minor or Aeolian. right? So when I go, I'm still in the same key. Now I'm shifted up. At this point, I've shifted into that B flat major box. It's the same set of 7 notes. I've just shifted boxes. Okay, so I've just shifted boxes, but it's the same thing. So here the concept of understanding the theory is that if you understand the neck and the way it's laid out, you can be more confident with what you're playing, and you know you're doing something right, and you can understand it. If you understand it, I always just think it makes it easier to get your head around it. It doesn't make you any less of a raw musician to understand the theory. So again here, this is my essential box that I'm in, which is G Aeolian. I think of it as G natural minor, it's the same thing. But I always think when I'm playing in minor, I think about playing in major. So I'm going in my head, I know I'm in G minor, you know, even if I'm playing this sort of G minor groove, I'm playing in G minor, but my head is playing in B flat major at that point. Because it opens up the neck for me. I know all my modal positions, so I know here I've got a C Dorian position. I can go to D Phrygian, I can go to that E flat Lydian and so on. And it just gives me all those nice simple options. Okay, and it makes life a lot easier for me in the long run because I can kind of think around what I'm playing, and it means that I don't have to kind of overly think. I can be quite subconscious about things. So there we go. I hope that's useful to you. I'll put some little diagrams up just where the line, I've copied it out of the book. I'll put some diagrams up, and hopefully that helps. If anyone's got any questions, feel free to email me, get in touch, and I'm happy to do lessons via Skype.